final weekend of the high school football regular season is here. Dave Bear here as always with Danny Davis and Rick Cantu. We're going to highlight 4 of the best games of the weekend, this final regular season weekend. And let's jump right into it, fellas. We have Pflugerville-Westwood Friday night at Dragon Stadium, 7 o'clock kick. Danny, let's start with you. What are you looking for in this game?
I'm expecting a lot of points to be scored. Both teams are struggling a little bit on their defensive end. We know Westwood can throw the ball pretty well up there, Finnemore back there, but I'm actually looking at a running back to step up. Mason Bartak averaging about 4.4 yards per carry, actually second on the team in receptions with 38. I think the offense is going to be able to make up for a defense that's allowing 37.6 points a game, and Westwood's already won 3 straight against over Pflugerville, and I think they're going to make it 4.
All right, Rick?
I've got Westwood also. Barry Finnemore, as you mentioned, is averaging 300 yards a game. And Josh Bishop, the guy that we've mentioned a few times, he's got 64 catches, 8 or 9 touchdowns. He's a big difference maker. Clarence Guidry, difference maker for Pflugerville, and they won a big game last week. They finally won a big game. But I'm going to go with the pass-happy Warriors.
Our next 2 games on the slate are both games where the winner will get into the playoffs. The loser's season will be over. We'll start with Hutto at Eastview in Georgetown ISD Stadium, 7:30 kick. Rick, let's start it off with you. Who do you like getting into the playoffs and who's staying home?
I like Eastview getting into the playoffs, a second-year program under Rob Davies. He's done a magnificent job for just 2 years. They average 41 points a game. The only problem is they give up about 35. So it could be a high-scoring game. I'm going with the new team, though.
All right, Danny?
I'm going with Hutto for the season. I said 2 teams were my under-the-radar teams, Hutto and Marble Falls. I'm staying on one bandwagon. We'll talk about the bandwagon I'm jumping off in a couple minutes, but we go with Hutto. They've had some problems on offense. Past 3 games, we've had 3 different kids playing quarterback: Brandon Douglas, Tyler Herrick, Davion Davis. Davion played last week as a dynamic threat, seems to line up on everywhere on their offense except for offensive line. So I think he's going to be able to do a pretty good job there. And then watch out for their special teams unit. They have 3 district wins. In 2 of those wins, they blocked a punt for a touchdown. So that's probably a random stat that might not mean anything, but I'll go with that, and I'll pick Hutto.
All right, our other play-in game, Leander at Marble Falls. That's up in Mustang Stadium. Danny, I got a feeling I know which way you're leaning based on what you just said.
Yeah, I just got to go with Leander here. Leander was our number 3 ranked team in our preseason power poll. It's been kind of amazing how much they've struggled, but I think they're going to be able to right the ship here. Chris Levy, he's a wide receiver, running back kind of guy for him. He's been a really dynamic threat, and he's kind of come on strong for them the past couple weeks. Then you throw in the names we already know, like Martin Alcama, Mike Epley, running back Darian McClatcher, and I think that's a lot of talent. Although an interesting subplot to this game is going to be Tony Salazar, the Marble Falls defensive coordinator. He was at Leander last year, so he knows all the skill players. They know how to scheme for him. I'm sure him and Coach Dodge have spent some quality time together this week scheming for Leander, but I'm going to go with the Lions.
Could be a big advantage for Marble Falls. Rick, you think it pays off? You going with Danny with Leander?
Not so fast, my friend.
Channeling his inner Lee Corso.
His Lee Corso might say. I'm going with the hot team as far as the offense goes. I like Marble Falls. Brennan Wooten, 29 touchdown passes against 6 interceptions. Garrett Gray, 1,111 yards, 15 touchdowns. I just think it's a shootout that Leander's not going to be able to keep up with the points-wise. Their defense is going to have to come through for them to win, but I'm going to go with Marble Falls.
All right, and our final game on the slate, San Marcos, New Braunfels Canyon, 7:30 at Cougar Stadium. San Marcos needs a win in a bad way to make the playoffs. Rick, let's stay with you. What do you like here?
Well, I like New Braunfels Canyon. They just got, to me, a better pedigree as far as over the years who's been a better team. San Marcos, they've been struggling on defense the entire season. It's amazing that at 1-4, correct, that they still have a chance to make the playoffs. But I like this about Canyon. They've played 9 games. 4 of them, they've held the opponent under 10 points. So if defense wins championships, they say, I'm going to Canyon.
All right, Danny?
1-4 district play. You almost think they're battling for the 4th playoff spot in 15-5A. But San Marcos, they actually coming off their first district victory since 2009. I think they're going to make it 2 in a row. Fabian Johona, their running back, had a nice game last week against Wagner, 116 yards, 2 touchdowns. Atticus Boozman, try saying that a couple times. 6 sacks this season. He's a nice defensive end for him. Canyon has the red turf. We all know about that, but I think San Marcos is going to get the win and sneak in the playoffs, and Coach Soto will be able to celebrate a playoff berth in his second year there.
I've never liked that red turf. What about you?
I would rather it be orange.
I'd rather it be orange. That'd be good.
Well, that will wrap it up for us here. Make sure you come back to statesman.com Friday night and Saturday, where the playoff picture around the area will finally be set. We'll see you.